Boys and girls, and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be learning about lesson 2.8 on page 123. So if you need to pause this video, go get your Go Math packet, go get your whiteboard and a whiteboard marker, and maybe a tissue or a paper towel in case you need to erase that whiteboard. So what we're going to be looking at today is how do we do 10 more, 10 less? How do we do 100 more and 100 less? Which brings us to our essential question. Our essential question says, how do you use place value to find 10 more, 10 less, 100 more, 100 less than a 3-digit number? Now, boys and girls, this is not very scientific, but I did a quick count of how many girls and boys there were in this building at Seaview Elementary. And, drum roll please, there are 342 girls in our school. 342 girls. Now, it's not very exact. I just did a rough count. But I went ahead and counted the boys as well. Now remember, this isn't boys versus girls. This is girls and boys. This is Seaview. These are all friends. So we're not competing or anything here. But when I counted the boys, there were 10 more boys than girls. So as we look at this, we need to think, how can we show 10 more boys than girls? So does that change the ones? No. So we're going to keep the ones the same. Does it change the tens? 10 more. It does. I even said the word tens in there. So we're going to change the tens. 10 more. We have to count up. So it's like we're adding one when you say more. So 4 plus 1 equals, good job, 5. And did we talk about changing any hundreds? No, we did not. So we have 352 boys, 342 girls. We could also say that sentence or that statement in reverse. There are 10 less girls than there are boys. And what is 10 less than 352 is 342. We're going to be looking at how to do this with tens and hundreds throughout this lesson. So keep that in mind and please turn the page. All right, boys and girls. So now we're going to be looking at the number 264. We're going to look at what's 10 less and 10 more. So if we did a quick draw, we'd have 2 hundreds, 6 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens, and 4 ones. Now, if we wanted to do 10 less, then we would have to cross out one of those tens. We still have 200. We have now 5 tens and still 4 ones. So keep that in mind as we look at the next problem over here, which is 10 more. When you do more, you add. When you do less, you take away. So if we look at this now, we're only working with the tens, remember? So we keep our 200s, we keep our 4 ones, and we have to add one more 10. So let's look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we add it one more 10 there with 7. Now let's look a little further down that page and look at how we're going to do 100 more and 100 less. So right here it says, you can show 100 less or 100 more than a number by changing the digit in the hundreds place. So let's change the digit in the hundreds place. This is looking for less, 100 less. So I need to cross off one of the hundreds. I'm still working with the number 264. So when I cross off 100, I still have the same number of ones. I still have the same number of tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I do not have 200s anymore. I only have 100. Now, if we look over here at 100 more than 264, you have to add another 100. Did we change the ones? Nope. So we start with 4, we kept 4. Did we change the tens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did not change the tens. But look at the hundreds. We need 100 more. Originally we had 1, 2 hundreds. Now we added a third 100. So we have 1, 2, 3, 3 hundreds here. I want you to go ahead and try the problem on the bottom of this page. Make sure that you're reading the directions carefully because they may try to trick you. So down the bottom of this page, we have to do 4 problems. Let's do them together and then you can try to start the next page on your own and I'll show you the correct answers. So this one says, write the number 10 more. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to underline this 10 more and I'm going to underline the tens place. I'm going to draw a quick picture. I know it's not a lot of space to draw a quick picture, but for these ones on this page, I want to get used to it. I want to get to see what it looks like. So we're going to draw 600, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to draw my 4 tens, and I'm going to draw my 8 ones. Remember, I like to do my ones in groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I need to draw 110 more because it's asking me 110 more. So I'm going to add that 10. Did the ones change? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They did not change, so we still have 8. Did my tens change? Yes, they did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have 5 tens instead of 4 tens. Did I change my hundreds? Nope. Still the same. Go ahead and try this next problem, 100 less than 513. You can pause the video or you can just watch me do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is underline 100 less, and now I'm going to draw my picture next to it. 500s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 110, 110, and 3 ones. Now remember, I'm doing the hundreds here, so I'm going to underline the hundreds place value. Now 100 less. If I have less, am I adding more or am I taking it away? Taking it away. So let's cross off. Let me get my black marker for this. Let me cross off one of these tens, and now we can start working. How many ones did they change? Nope. How many tens did they change? Nope. Oh, we had 1 there. Sorry. And now how many hundreds did that change? Yes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 hundreds now. We went 100 less. Let's look at the next problem here. I really like spinning around on this chair like that. Can't you tell? So we have 100 more than 329. So let me underline this 100 more. I'm going to underline my hundreds because I know that that's going to change. I'm going to draw my 300s, 1, 2, 3. And they're not perfect drawings, neither do yours have to be. I'm going to draw my 2 tens and my 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, are my ones going to change? Nope. So I'm going to put in my 9 ones. Are my tens going to change? Nope. So let's keep my tens the same, 2 tens. Are my hundreds going to change? Yes, I need 1 more. So I'm going to draw 1 more here. How many hundreds do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hundreds. So I want you to try the next one, pause the video, and when you come back, you'll see if your answer matches my answer. All right, welcome back. Now, I did 10 less, so I underlined my tens place, and I drew the number 827. 8 hundreds, 2 tens, and 7 ones. Then I crossed off 110, and now I counted what I had. I still had 7 ones. I did not have two tens anymore. I only have one 10, but I still had 800s. Go ahead and turn the page. I want you to try to do the top couple questions on your own. Now for this page, I'm not asking you to draw it, but I still want you to underline the important information that you're seeing in this problem. So let's look at it. 10 more. So more, I'm almost thinking I want to put a plus sign above that 10. That's not even a plus sign. 10. I want to add 10 more. And then I'm going to underline my 10s here. Now, have I changed my ones? No. What is 1 more 10 than 7? So if I count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, add 1 more to it, that's 8. And did I change the hundreds? Nope. All right, let's try one more together, and then I want you to do the rest on your own and pause the video once I'm done doing this next one. Do it, come back, check your work. Let's see if you got it. So let's look at number 6 right here. Whoop, I'm going to slide over this way. So it says 10 less than 143. So I'm going to put my subtraction sign up above it because I know less is subtract. And then I'm going to underline the tens place. Now, I have to take away 1. So I have 4. I took away 1. Whoop, I got 3 left over. So I have 3 ones, 3 tens, and 100. Go ahead and pause the video now and do numbers 7 through 12 on your own. Once you unpause, I will have these done and you can check your answers. All right, so as I was doing these, I made sure if there was a less word there, I put my subtraction sign and I underlined the hundreds and the hundreds there. So for number 7, I did 100 more plus sign, underline my hundreds, 655 is the answer that I got. The next one, 100 less, put my subtraction sign, 657. This was a tricky one right here. I had to recount this one a couple times to make sure that I didn't get it wrong and that I didn't misunderstand what I was reading. 100 more than 900. So I just started counting. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 10 hundreds. Now, I don't normally hear the number 10 hundreds, but I know after 900 comes 10. So that doesn't make sense. So now I think about it a little bit more, and I know the next number or the next 100 would be 1,000. If I look at the next problem, 10 less, I underline my 10, put in my subtraction symbol, and I have 679 or 679. The next one, 100 less, I underline the hundreds, put my subtraction sign is 612, and 10 less than 254 is 244. So boys and girls, let's go ahead and look down at the bottom of the page. So right here, we're looking at question 13. It says, Kayla wrote a riddle below. Fill in the blanks to make this sentence true. Blank is 10 less than 948. So what is 10 less than 948? We're going to think of that part of the problem first, and 10 more than blank. So let's think about the first part of the problem first. Blank is 10 less than 948. So I'm going to think if I have 4, I go 10 less, I now have 3. So now I have 938. And 948 is 10 more than what number? Oops, let me double check that and go back on that one. I double checked and we're good. 938 is 10 less than 948 and 10 more than blank. So we're thinking, we're thinking about this number here relating to this number in the beginning. So what is, what number is still 10 less than this, or 938 is 10 more than it? So the number is 928. it's a tough problem, and I want to go over it with you in class, and I think your teacher will as well. So make sure that you go over that with them. In the meantime, let's just move on. We'll circle back to questions like this a little bit later on, but it's a tough one. So Rick has 10 more crowns than Lori. Lori has 138 crowns. Tom has 10 fewer crowns than Rick. How many crowns does each child have? So let's start with what we know. Lori has 138. So I'm going to draw that. 138. And I'm going to put an L above that for Lori. Now I'm going to separate them, and I'm going to start another one. Rick has 10 more crowns than Lori. So if I do 10 more than this, I have to add 110. So I'm going to do Rick right there. I know he has the same amount of hundreds, one more 10. So instead of having 3, he has 4 tens, and still 8 ones. And then it says Tom has 10 fewer crowns than Rick. 10 fewer crowns than Rick. So what is 10 fewer? We need to cross off one of those 10s. So let me double check that. We have, this is Tom. Tom still has the same hundreds, but 10 fewer than Rick. So 1, 2, 3. And he still has the same amount of ones as all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this problem, Lori still has 138. I know I read it again. Rick has 10 more crowns than Lori. 148. And Tom has 10 fewer crowns than Rick. So 10 fewer than this is 138. So we compare all of these, and it looks like Tom and Lori both had the same amount of crowns. That was a very complicated question to just find that those two had the same amount and he had 10 more. Holy moly. All right, boys and girls, I want you to turn the page and get ready for some more math. All right, we're on the next page, and we're going to read about Juan. Juan's book has 248 pages. This is 10 more pages than Kevin's book. How many pages does Kevin's book have? So I'm going to draw my 248. I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to draw it in my place value chart. So if you guys can see it, I may need to move it over. I'm not sure. So I have ones, tens, and hundreds. Now it says right here, this is 10 more than Kevin's book. So we need to look at what is 10 less for Kevin's book. So I'm going to cross this out and put a 3 there because that shows 10 less. 238 books. All right, so I did this without a quick draw this time. If you guys start feeling a little more comfortable, do it without a quick draw, but show your work. Show me how you got your answer. All right, let's look at question number 16. There are 217 pictures in Tina's book. There are 100 fewer in Mark's book. How many pictures are in the book? So I'm going to draw my chart. You know what? I'm going to draw a quick picture again because I'm not too comfortable working with hundreds. So I'm going to draw 200, 110, and my 7 ones. All right. Once I do that, I'm going to reread the problem. There are 217 books pictures in Tina's book. There are 100 fewer. So 100 fewer means I need to subtract. So I'm going to take away 100. So now what do I have left? 5, 6, 7 ones, 110, and 100. All right. So that is how you go about those problems. This one, we're going to go a little bit deeper for number 17. It says, use the clues to answer the question. Sean counts 213 cars. Maria counts 100 fewer than Sean. Jaden counts 10 more than Maria. How many does Jaden count? So let's just go ahead and go through these. So Sean counts 213. Maria counts 100 fewer. So how many does Maria count? So we're going to take away 100 from that and make it 113. Jaden counts 10 more. So we're going to add 10 more, 123. So Jaden counted 123 cars. All right, let me move our screen down. I might have to do a little bit of racing because we need to look at Rico. Oh, baby. All right, Rico has 235 stickers. Gabby has 100 more stickers than Rico. Thomas has 10 fewer stickers than Gabby. Write the number of stickers for each child. So I'm going to draw Rico first. I'm going to label it. Rico has 235 stickers. Now, Gabby has 100 more stickers. So I'm going to separate them, and I'm going to draw my G for Gabby. Gabby has 100 more. So I'm going to add an underline. So I'm going to underline that. So now I have 300 because I needed to add 135. And then it says Thomas has 10 fewer stickers than Gabby. So Thomas has 10 fewer. 10 less than that. I keep my hundreds the same. I take away 110 and add a 5. So now I have Rico has 235. Gabby has 335. And Thomas has 325. All right, boys and girls, you have worked so hard for me today. You guys are doing great. I want you to try to do the next 2 pages on your own. Good luck. Have a lot of fun. And if you have any questions, ask an adult or come see one of your teachers. We would love to help you out. Have a wonderful day and good luck with your math.